Oh, whoa. We got people in here, man. What's going on, veteran? Oh, man, just shooting from the hip right now. You know what I'm saying? Decided to go live. Gonna be checking out the Flux Happening today. So let's see. Oh, I probably gotta share my screen, huh? Share screen. Uh oh, I'm gonna have to move that. Okay. Well, move this over here. Get this. Do screen one. There we go. Boom. There we go. What's going on, guys? Oh man, we got Blast Crypto Mining, Rude Puts, Veteran Miner. What's going on, guys? So, as you guys know, today is probably going to be the Flux happening. They have all these different calculators and stuff like that, but I've done the rough estimate. It's approximately, I did this like a couple minutes ago. It's about 10 hours from now. So it's like 9:45 my time. So it's gonna be around 7:45, so maybe we'll have to see, I think we'll be doing Terahash Tuesday, so it'd be pretty cool doing Terahash Tuesday and, being live, that'd be pretty cool to do that, so but as you can see, sometimes some of these blocks are shorter, some of them are longer, so sometimes the blocks, their times are longer than other times, so this one's a minute, this one's 4 minutes almost, so it changes and varies. Going on, Steven? Oh, wife's in here. Going on. Flux to the moon, 619 OTA. What's going on, man? At home crypto miner. Where's Hawk? No, no, no. This is not Terahash Tuesday. This is just me streaming with you guys. I haven't really done anything on my own for I don't even know how long now. It's been over a month. So it's been over a month before I went down to Florida. So yeah, man, doing this, just doing a stream on my own. Decided just to stream just for an hour and hang out with you guys. You guys got questions or whatever like that? What do I think is what will Flux do on the Happening? Do I think the price is going to jump? Do I think it's going to go down? I don't think it's going to move really that much. I'm going to say plus or minus 5%. I don't think it's really going to move at all. Really. Uh I don't think it's going to affect it. Now, hash rate, I think there's going to be a lot of fall off of hash rate. And the reason I think that is, are you deploying 2 nodes? No, I'm not doing any nodes right now. Although I got this hefty server next to me from Geek of All Trades, which I just got the caddies for. Now I gotta, break out the credit card and go buy some drives for it. So I'm looking at like some 10 terabyte, 10K RPM SAS drives for this server. So it'll be about 80 terabytes. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. But yeah, they're like 80 to like $100 a piece. So like $600, 600 to $800 for hard drives. So not sure if I'm gonna do that right now. So might have to wait. Going on, Kaiser at home crypto miner. What's up, man? I'm hoping it goes down. I want 3 nodes up and running by. Yeah, definitely, man. When Flux was down there for a while there in the 40 cent range, I was debating. I was this close to buying the remaining amount of Flux I need for a Stratus node. So I have a Nimbus node and I want to get to Stratus. So I was at that 40 cents mark. I was this close to pulling the trigger, buying the rest of the Flux because that was probably the time to do it. So what you gonna mine after the Flux happening? Stefan. All right, Stefan. So right now, I guess we go to my workers right now, man. So I'm working on a video for tomorrow. I'm doing some triple mining. Um, so I'll let you, well, I won't spoil it quite yet, but as you can see, everything down in Florida for me right now is off because this is Hawk's warehouse. Well, which is no more right? It's all Terra hosting. So right now we're doing power infrastructure upgrades. So just the current, actual customers of Hawk or Terra now, right, are on. So I'm off right now to keep the actual customers on. So when we do the power upgrades here this week, I'll probably be back on, and all my NVIDIA rigs here, right here, will be back on. They will be on Flux. I'm not gonna stop mining Flux. So on Watkins, oh really? I have at least 12 8 terabyte SATA drives if you need some. Whoa, dude. You might need to email me, Ron. Appreciate that, buddy. Conflux. Hey, what's going on, Crypto for 440? I'm on Caspa with my GPU, says Blast Mining. Nice, man. Caspa, it is a cool project, but and they're all about like fast transactions and all that other stuff. I just they're not doing anything different though than any other of the projects, right? They're kind of like just doing what everybody else does. I want to look for something really different, which is why I like Flux because it's different from everybody and it's doing great. What's going on, Depran, Mr. Efficient? What's going on, buddy? Your servers, your server run all your nodes. So right now, my uh, Nimbus node is currently on an Unraid server, which is not a rack mounted server. It's a PC. Although this server I did get from the Geek of All Trades in a trade, I'm gonna test because I think it's barely gonna squeeze by because they're V3s. So I'm hoping that that it'll pass. If not, I'll keep it on my Unraid server. My Unraid server has a i9 10900K, or is it no 10850K maybe, 64 gigs of RAM and a Gen 4 NVMe. Georgie says, Mining King, would you rather mine a different coin and trade into Flux? No, I want the parallel assets. And as well as Georgie, I do believe that there's going to be a huge hash rate drop off. I think everybody's jumping on right now. Um, Everyone's getting on Flux before the halvening, and then when the halvening happens, everyone's just going to jump ship. At least that's what I'm hoping. Jump ship. All right. Or Flux for me. No, Joker Miner. Every stream that I'm in or I'm in a chat with, you always ask me if I'm giving away Flux. I'm not giving away my Flux. So yeah, Brian says I'm staying on. Yeah, I'm I I genuinely feel that this project is going to grow exponentially, right? Maybe not maybe not even this bull run. Maybe it might even take one more cycle, right? But I honestly believe that this is like getting in an Amazon on the ground level. So it's a long-term game, and I want as much Flux as we can because when we were mining Ethereum, right, we're waiting for that, point 0.1, Ethereum payout, you know what I mean? To get paid out, right? That's what Flux is gonna be like. You're gonna be waiting for point 0.1 Flux. So before that, I want to get as much actual full Flux coins as I can at any cost. And I know what Depran's gonna say. He's gonna be like, "Man, you're mining at a loss, blah blah blah." So technically, I'm not mining at a loss. Technically, you only mine at a loss if you sell it today. So if I mine it today and it's worth, we'll say $1, right? Okay, I'm mining at a loss today, but I'm not selling today. So if I sold it 8 years from now and it's worth $300, was I really mining at a loss then? Not really. So it depends. Depends when you sell your coin if it's a loss. I'm over here ordering an ASIC. This guy. Oh man. Later, veteran miner. He says he has the HVAC guy there. Nice, man. Nice, man. Brian Hollywood. It's crypto yacht or homeless shelter for me. I'm all in Flux. Exactly. So when the power upgrade goes in, all the AMD rigs are gonna go back on the Flux, and then my AMD rigs, I'm probably gonna play around with some more triple and dual mining and maybe acquire some other stuff. Exactly, Yeti. Who cares about losses right now? The losses, like I said, is it's when you sell the coin, whether or not it's a loss. So it's all about when you sell it. If you want daily profit right now, unless you have like really cheap electric, you're not going to make a lot of daily profit right now. At home crypto miner, if Flux in 2032 is Flux is worth $300 a coin, you selling all your Flux? Oh, I wouldn't sell all of it. I would keep enough to run my nodes, and then I would sell the rest. And then that way my nodes can keep generating me a passive income. That's my play. So Big Sky Easy says, "What do you think about the Lumen Flux announcement?" I think it's great. Lumen is one of the world's largest fiber providers in the world. They have great DDoS mitigation. They have guaranteed jitter. You know what I mean? For so many milliseconds on the jitter. Lumen's a really great company. They've been really great to work with, at least for us over at Terra. Um, they're always willing to help us out and do anything for us. They have great service. I think it'll really help out Flux. Also, another thing though, I believe Lumen also works with Solana, if I'm not mistaken. So that's another crypto project that they work with or started working with, I believe. Uh, here. Oh, hey, what's going on, Panda? Going on, buddy, man? Yeah, man. Getting back into the swing of things here. So yeah, all the rigs are off right now. Customers are on. Hopefully, they get back on. I'm working on a. This is my. It's what I got at my house right now. I got a bunch of cards off actually. Uh, this Obi-Wan rig and my 6700s are two Octominers that went down, two Hawks, so they're down we're down at Terra, not Hawks anymore. So they're down to Florida. But I have like 12 580s here. I got an A2000 off. Max is 5600 XT. He sent me a couple 1660 supers. Oh, and the A750 Intel, which has been like the bane of my existence. Intel, you're so hard to work with. I hate you. But so let's check out the block explorer. See here what we're on now. We're on 1312904. All right, here let's see. 1312904. Or did I type too many? Hold on. Yeah, I typed too many. Yeah, I did right. 131. Yeah. 2904 minus 131,200. I'm doing that wrong. 131,2904. No, 131,2904. Yeah, okay. Times 2 minutes divided by 60. Oh, we're at 9.8 hours. Some of these blocks have been going pretty quick. Like, look, this one was only, you know, wow, that one was 6 seconds. That is crazy. Some of them are longer. Like this one's 3 minutes. These ones are seconds within each other, so crazy. Hey, what's going on, Patrick? What's going on, buddy? Monty King. Joke West says Monty King 10 cents per kilowatt on 30/30/70s. You're losing $8.80 a day compared to mining Nexa swapping into Flux. Or I'm sorry, not joke. Jake. Jake West. Does that include the parallel assets? Right, Panda Money. I need Lumen to come to my house. Yeah, you're funny, Panda. Maybe you could get a sponsorship from them or something, right? Get a Lumen sponsorship. That'd be cool. That'd be cool, man. That'd be cool. Chris Iris says I use Lumen fiber circuits for work. They're great. They just take forever to roll installs. Yes, they can take up to 90 business days. That's not regular days. That's 90 business days, depending upon, you know, obviously like permits and all that other crap. So, Patrick Murphy, what's going on, man? Hey, you're a 1660 super duper. Hey, I actually got quite a look. I watched Panda's other video he did the other day about he was going through some of his rigs. He's getting ready to turn stuff on, and he had quite a few 1660 supers or TIs. And hey, I got some too, man. Like let's see here, get over here, back over to this screen. They're all over here in Florida though. So nope, not that rig. Nope, not that one. That's a mixed 3070 or 30 series rig. It's this one. So I got a dozen in an X12 here, and then I got another dozen out here. I got one of these is full of 1660 supers, and then I have a split somewhere. So I got 2 dozen 1660 supers. They're awesome cards, man. They're awesome little cards. They're not gonna hash really crazy, but they're super low power, usually pretty efficient on everything they mine. Joker Miner says, "Do you need anything from me on the 4A6 to get them up and going? I know Hawk said more power was being added." I haven't talked to Hawk about that yet. So, um, yeah, more power is being deployed this week. I don't know if he's plugging you in right now or he's waiting for the power. Um, he has to obviously watch the the 70-80% rule. I think we're doing like 70% because we account for people obviously changing from different algorithms and being on, low power mode to full bore. So we have to have more flexibility because we don't want to be too close to that rule. So here. You guys got any questions, man? Let me know. I'm about to rope Ronnie's ass and bowling, Brian Hollywood. Dang, dude. I'm not that good of a bowler, man. I've been bowling for like a year and I'm like 120. I might like break out and do like 150 something, you know what I mean? Like my personal best is like 160. I'm not a bowler and I'm a horrible golfer. I cannot golf. Okay, so that does include parallel asset, but not the fees to swap. So Jake West, after the fees of swapping, is it kind of a wash when you swap over? Yes or no? Curious. Uh-oh. Ronnie says he's not good at bowling, man. Looks like Ronnie's gonna have to he's gonna whoop you in some bowling now. We have to see it, man. I need a short video. We gotta see who won. All right. Rondi or Brian Hollywood. So Brian says his that is his only rig that's not running right now is the 1660 Supers. It's interesting. They do okay on Flux. I'm not saying they're great, but they do decent. and that's the other thing is too, is that I feel like the older cards, like the 1660 supers and the 580s, man, they're just like, you know, they're just like that old freaking, you know what I mean, Datsun that just runs forever. You know what I mean? You could run that thing right into the ground and it'll still go. Doesn't care. You know what I mean? They're just never had a problem with any of those cards. So Big Sky Easy says 3070 at 111 watts is 57.78 souls at 10 cents electric is 1 penny a day in profit. Chris Irish says, King, you doubling up your nose to compensate for the halving? No. I mean, I have a Nimbus node. I have enough to do one more Cumulus node if I want to. I'm gonna. My goal is just to. I want to just do Nimbuses. At least Nimbus. I don't want to do anything else. The Cumulus stuff. It's the payouts are so long, and I ran like 8 or 9 Cumulus nodes, and it was a lot of the times it was great, right? They're all running great, everything's going good, everything's smooth, and then one day, like 2 or 3 of them take a turd, and then you're like, "Oh, man, now I gotta go over here, I gotta fix this, restart this," you know what I mean? Gotta troubleshoot them, figure out what happened. I try to have fewer that's why I consolidated and I, um, went from, like, 8 or 9, Cumulus nodes to, I waited a little bit, and then I built my Nimbus. Brian Hollywood says, "Man, broke my heart to shut down an NVIDIA rig and keep my 6600 rig up and running." I bet it did because you're always hating on Team Red. Always hating on Team Red. Patrick Murphy says, "I still have the Power Color RX 580s." I do too. Look, this rig right here, the Red Devils, the Red Devil rigs right here. These are all I did in a trade with Panda. I traded him one 3070 Founders Edition for it was like 5 or 6 of the Power Color Red Devils. So I thought it was a good trade. Hey, what's going on? All set. What are you doing to get past the limit with UPnP? Big Sky Easy says. Well, to get past, well, the Terra site's under maintenance right now, so I can't show it, but we have IP routing. Okay. So what IP routing is, and that's like we should like call it something else. We should call it VPN tunnel routing or something, because that's pretty much what it is. So to get past the 8 limitation, you still have to have the amount of bandwidth though. The bandwidth requirement doesn't change. You still need the bandwidth to pass the information, right? So what essentially happens with IP routing is you use WireGuard and like let's say your network's here. When you turn on the WireGuard, it leaves this network and goes over here to our VPN tunnel. So even though it's at your house, it's technically over here. So it has a dedicated IP that's obviously not your home IP, so it doesn't see your home IP. It sees this IP over here. So that's how you get around getting more than 8. Red Panamani says, "Monty King, best trade ever." It was, man, and you gave me too much in that trade, all right, man? You gave me way too much, all right? He gave me the 5 or 6 Red Devils and uh, I can't even a RebTech 480, um, that when I took it apart for some reason had none of the thermal pads in it. It was like, I don't know what was wrong with that card, and then he also gave me a RebTech board, which was crazy. So, um sometime soon, Pen, I have a package coming for you, man. I'm gonna put together an RPM housewarming package for you. Hey, what's going on, Geek of all trades? And yes, I know, Goat. I still have not got the server up. I just got the caddies. I need to sadly, break the piggy bank. But I know Ron Watkins says he has some spare drives, so maybe me and Ron can work out a better trade. And RPM, I am. All right. I know your mailing address. So do you think it's mining addicted says, do you think it's a good idea to buy a used Octominer? So mining addicted, if you man, I got a video out here somewhere. It's gonna say like hey miners or something like that. Okay. I fixed one. A while back I bought it used. Let's see here, where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, this video right here. The Octominer is alive. Oh no, no, no. It's this one. This look at that horrible thumbnail. Okay, so yeah, look, these are all my thumbnails, right? That I make myself. Okay. And then like you watch, you'll start to see a difference. That one I made myself, but I thought that one was really good. But right around where is it? Here. You can see the thumbnail qualities are way better. So yeah, if you want to check out so I bought the Octominer and I bought it for I bought it before the merge. No, it was 5 months ago. That'd be two. So that's like September. So that's actually right around merge time is when I got it. I got it for I want to say like was it $350? I can't remember. It was like $300, something like that, 350, 400, around there. It ended up being a a bad SSD. So it ended up being a really easy fix. Um, there is a couple like caveats though with Octominers. Like when you boot up your Octominer for the first time, you should boot it up with no hard drives in it, or not no hard drives, but no GPUs. For some reason, if you boot it up full of GPUs on the first boot, for some reason the SSD can get corrupt, which is give sometimes can give people problems. So it's a little like Octominer thing. So, but I would recommend buying used Octominers. There's nothing wrong with that, man. I think I have 2 used ones, and they work just fine. So, as long as you're willing to troubleshoot and work on them, because more than likely, there might be an issue with them. So, as long as you can fix them. Mining addicted, you say, reason why I ask is I saw some amazing deals of X8s like $250. Oh, yeah, I would definitely do it, man. Definitely would do it. The Mining King, please please drive to my place and take everything. uh Georgie asks the Mining Kings that yes, it's the same with the R8s because the R8s are just rebranded Octominers. Same thing with miner dudes. Yes. So I'm not saying it happens all the time, but I have seen it and I've seen other people have the issue where something happens to the SSD, it gets corrupt. It could be because they use a really cheap SSD, but I found that if you do a dry boot, right? Like plug in the Ethernet, plug in just one of the power cords, and just do just a dry boot into Hive, let it go into Hive, do its thing, and then turn it off. Then it will work just fine every time. So give me a scroll, make sure I didn't miss any other questions here. Give him give him king bathwater. Chris Cyrus, oh man. Hey, what's going on, New England? What's going on? What's going on, buddy? Long time, man. Yeah, man. Figured do a stream and just kind of hang out with everybody, man. It's been a while. So what's going on, Steven? How you doing, buddy? Hey, Chris, there's no dissing my $10 SSDs. Oh, man. I mean, hey, whatever works, guys. You don't have to have expensive stuff. You don't have to. I'm just saying, though, I've noticed that there's times where the SSD gets corrupt. And the person who was that I was getting this from, I believe, was having lots of issues, like, they replaced the motherboard and all this other stuff, and it was still not working, and I'm like, "You know what? I bet I can get it working," and I did. So, sometimes you need to start with the simplistic things first and then go on to the more difficult troubleshooting. Hey, thank you for the super chat, PK. Appreciate it, man, for the 199 super chat here, showing love, Monte King. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Do you have a king size? Oh, man. I'll just have to start pulling hairs and, and then, like, putting them in, like, a little plaque, and just selling them to people. Selling the beard hairs. It's a pirate. It depends. What limitations are you talking about for IP routing? What's up, boss? What's up, chump? Going on, buddy? Look at Joe. He said, "Do it. Sell the beard hair." Oh, that'll be funny. Crypto 440 King hair stuff pillows. I don't think that's gonna be very soft. I mean, I don't think that'll be not a very good pillow at all. That'd be awful. What's going on, D Money? How you been, man? Well, you guys got any questions or anything like that? I'm just kind of hanging out. Flux Having is roughly, I'm gonna say, 9 to 10 hours away, is what it is. It's probably gonna be when me and Hawk are doing Terrahash Tuesday. So I'm sure that's gonna be a focus of our show tonight. Hopefully, Max Voltage will join us. He said that we should stay for the Flux Happening, and I told him I'd do it if he would stream with us. So if you're watching, Max, anyone know what the A2000s hash on Flux? Um, Sav- Sav- Savada. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly. I'm not very good with names. You could ask Chump Change. I know that he has a lot of A2000s, and so does Panda. 30 souls, it looks like. King of all trades, Max has a real job. He's not watching. Mine some 10. What's going on, man? He says, "What's your best guess on a release date of proof of useful work?" Um, I can't really. I don't know how to answer that really because I don't. I know that it's in their roadmap to do something with proof of useful work this year, later in the year, but um, I think I we're probably gonna have to get like actual rack mounted like servers for that. Like we need full lanes. I don't think mining rigs are going to be able to participate in proof of useful work due to the times one speed, you know what I mean, on the risers and such. Um, I mean, it would be cool if they could do that, but I don't know. You're gonna lose a lot of compute power limited to the PCIe lanes and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting how they implement those things. Does anyone have any stunt modded or the shunt modded ones? I'm sorry, shunt modded A2000s. What do those get? Do those get more souls on Flux than the non shunt modded um, A2000s? And I know Panda has some of those as well as Chump. Kestrel 68 says, "Is it worth having an S19 on Nice Hash? And what are the cons of Nice Hash waiting on two S19J Pro 96 terahash versus ASICs?" I think the ASICs are, at least the S19s, are not profitable. I mean, let's go to the you know what? Let's go to the findtheasic.com. Now this is a new site, so let's check these guys out. Can I search for one? Oh, I can. Yes. S19J Pro. He said he had the 96 terahash model. It looks like your profits aren't like super huge right now. It's like 26 cents, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like your electric is really outweighing your profit right now. Did he happen to say what his electric was? Let's see here. Hold on. There's another question back there I'm gonna ask. Kestrel, it's gonna depend on your electric, man. But as the bull run goes up and price of Bitcoin goes up, this profit number will slowly start to come back this way. But right now, I mean, you're making a quarter a day. You're s- you're spending $7 to make a quarter. So it's kind of hard to justify that a little bit. Um, See if you had 6 cents. 6 cents, look at that. See, 6 cents. Look, you're almost 50-50, right? You're making like $3. So you're about, I think Panda's at 8. So you're making like a dollar 62. So um I wouldn't use nice hash. That's just me. The whole, nice hack thing that went on. Like, why would you mine somewhere that's obviously making money off you when you can make the most just doing it yourself? So I know it's more work involved and you have to do a few more steps. Probably not. And this is the thing with ASICs. ASICs are really easy. So if you're pointing it to nice hash, you could already just mine it on your own. So I don't see why you'd use nice hash unless they were paying you more than mining on your own. That's the only way I'd ever use nice hash. Other than that, I never touch nice hash. So there's another guy that says, it's little scrolling up here. I've seen this question that kind of passed by. A Stake says, any advice for a good Flux Cumulus node for a non-technical guy that just wanted to work without much tinkering? So you got two choices. You could, if you have the bandwidth at home and stuff like that, you could get something like the Sense Cap, right? Um, we just did a stream with Panda about the Sense Cap and stuff like that. So that's a good choice if you have the available bandwidth at home, and that's upload and download. So make sure that you got both. Um, if you just want another company to handle it, you know what I mean? Terra Hosting will, when we do get lit by Lumen, you can pre-order Cumulus nodes. So this way, we manage the whole node for you, and then you just receive the payouts. So there's two ways. You could have a node hosting company like Terra take care of it, or you could do like a sense cap if you wanted something that's just really easy. Um, but I do have how-to videos though to do it on your own as well. It's so there's lots of choices out there. Scroll back down. Last Minus says, "What do you think about Dynex?" Actually, I looked at Dynex before it even Panda. I looked at it right when it came out on Mining Pool Stats. It was interesting, but I I almost think it's like I think it's a rug pull, but that's just I did some research into it, and I think it's a rug pull. I don't think it's legit. That's just me. Here. Yep, that is right, Zapirate. There you go. Here, scroll back down. Here, mine some 10. Mining King, my search for motherboards with 6 plus 16 lanes has already begun. Yeah. Uh, It's definitely they haven't made any official announcements yet of the specs or anything required with proof of useful work. So I know everybody's kind of waiting for that, but yeah, I haven't heard anything about it. Yeah, agree, chump. Run the ASIC directly. F nice hack, in my opinion. Yeah, same man. That's just me. Here, do you really think? Orem Jack says, "Do you really think it will be right to mine Flux after the halving if the price stays the same?" So Orem Jack, like you probably joined a little bit late, but it's 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 not really mining at a loss because you only incur the loss if you sell it right now. If you're mining for revenue, then yes, it would be at a loss. But if you're mining to hodl, right? And let's say you hodled it till it was worth $500, would it still be a loss if you mined it today for whatever it costs you in electricity? Got to think about it that way. Hugo Down. Yes. Octominer is launching a new case next month. It's for proof of useful work. I've seen some pictures and images of it myself. It's actually it's really cool, and I've seen the specs of this thing. It's pretty good. Geek of all trades. Chump Change say he was gonna solo mine on his L7 if you did it first. Oh man. Yeah, I'm not solo mining on the L7. There's so much hash rate on there. All set miner. You planning to get an Octo Tank 12? Um, that's a tricky question. All set. That's a tricky question. I would like one. Yes. I'm actually I'm not I'm one of the Mind the ASIC partners. I just have an affiliate link, which I probably didn't add to this stream. I just worked it out with them, so I'm an official partner with these guys now. So they actually hit me up a while back, and I wanted to do more research about them, but then I went to Florida, so I waited till I got home till I decided to do something. Here, let's see what else you guys say. Cook 4015 says, Monty King, when is Terra getting its own YouTube channels? You guys need to document your growth and capitalize off it on it. So, good question, Cook. So, if there is a Terra channel, which we've talked about, the goal of the Terra channel is not to promote it on YouTube, as pretty much everybody in Terra is on YouTube, right? So there's no point in that. So if we did something on YouTube, it would be like videos, you know what I mean? Like maybe a video on how to do the IP routing, right? Because setting up WireGuard, if you have to set it up in Linux, can be a little tricky, right? So it would be like, I would say, like educational videos for our customers or something like that. Or maybe announcements about like a new product or service we offered or something like that. It wouldn't be like, I don't think it would be aimed to, for like the actual Terra crew to like, do like weekly like, YouTube videos and stuff like that. Because we already all have our own YouTube channel, so I don't think that's gonna be I don't think that's what we're gonna do. At least not yet, from what I from what I think. Patrick Guillen. Hey, Patrick, is it Patrick Guillen or is it Patrick Guyan? Because Max says Guyan. Is it Guillen or Guyan? I'm awful with names. I gotta know this. Does Max say it right? Monty King, last bull run, I was making 11 to $12 a day per S9 on Nat and Nice Ash. rather than the $8 on a pool. See, now in that instance, because there were so many people buying hash rate from NiceHash, you know what I mean? To mine Bitcoin because they would buy the hash rate. Then it would make sense to point it at NiceHash, right? Because you would theoretically generate more revenue. So I guess, but I really don't like them. The king has spoken. New England crypto. Crypto 440 says the S19 is going to be dead. Bitcoin always releasing special editions of ASICs for the next generation. So yeah, Crypto 440. I believe the S19 series here is all of this is gonna get obsolete. They've been running these S19s for a while now, right? So I think it's on the next bull run. There's obviously gonna be a S21 or whatever they're gonna call it, right? There's gonna be a new one. But that doesn't mean though that if you have like an S19J Pro, like I got the 100 terahash from Panda right here, right? It's making like a quarter, right? Maybe, I don't have it on right now, right? But maybe in the bull run, it's making like $10 a day or whatever it is, right? Sure, I'll turn it back on. You know what I mean? So, all set miner, mining king, any recommendations on a network switch? That's going to depend. All set miner. Do you want managed or unmanaged? And it depends what you're doing on your network. So that's a super difficult question to ask in a stream. So if you need some help with it, man, just you can hit me up. Or better yet, you can hit up RPM. He was a network admin in his time. He has great networking skills. Oh man. Oh hey, take it easy, man. Hey, have a good one, New England. Thanks for hanging out, bud. Appreciate it. Oh man, dude, I'm so far behind in the comments. Holy smokes. All right. Let me scroll all the way down. Oh, did Patrick Gein ever answer me about that question and I just missed it? I was asking about the Patrick Gein or guy in. Okay. Oh, there he is. Max is the only one who says it correctly as it was Americanized. The correct spelling. Oh, Patrick Guyan. All right. It's not Patrick Guyan. Patrick Guyan. I got you, Guyan. I got you, buddy. Coinology says, Mining King, I'm interested in hosting some ASICs with Terra. My current electrical price is 16 cents. Are you guys offering better power rates than that? So right now, until we meet, as we get larger and grow in demand, we can obviously offer better prices. Our current price Coinology on ASICs is 14 and a half cents. So it's 1.5 cents cheaper than yours. So it's obviously going to depending upon what ASICs you send. Because obviously, if you send us like an S19, it's obviously not going to be profitable if you're looking for revenue right now. So we're at 14.5 cents for our ASICs, I believe. But they can do custom pricing Coinology if you obviously have more than just like a couple. So if you have like a good bulk order, um, we can work with you. If you have any questions, be sure to hit up Hawk. He's the sales guy for Terra. He's the face of the company. Yes. So all set. If you're thinking about going with Cisco or like another brand, sometimes you can I'll just we're not gonna get too deep into networking here. I'm not doing it, all right? Sometimes you have to pay to unlock features, right? Or sometimes, yeah, it won't have everything unlocked. So it really depends on what you what you really need and stuff like that. If you need unmanaged, I mean, it depends. You need to pass down VLANs. You don't if you're not using like VLANs and other stuff like that, um, and you just want to just have internet to other things, and that doesn't matter to you, then you can just buy an unmanaged switch, and then it really doesn't matter. I use the Netgear business one for my mining for quite a while. It's a 16 port, unmanaged switch. Ron Watkins, what about pricing for chia farming? Ron, are you inquiring about are we offering chia farming like Terra is? Are you asking if you sent us your chia farm, what would it cost to get hosted? We have not I guess thought of that yet. So that would probably have to be like a custom one. Ron, if you want, you can reach out to Hawk and ask him. Or you could send me a message and I could actually, Ron, I have your email. If you want me to, I could give you Hawk's email and stuff like that. So hosting for Chia. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. You have to ask Hawk because then that's gonna be like a custom hosting. Is there any I don't know why anybody would want to host Chia, I guess. Would it be for like the heat for all the hard drives? Is that what I'm assuming? I mean, we'll host anything. Mostly space. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, we could do it for you, man. We're always willing to work with everybody. Orem Jack says, Money King, 4.36 kilosouls flux solo mining. I can find one block every 1.5 days or so, it but now it's gonna be half of what I get. No, you're right, Orem Jack. You're not gonna find more blocks. You're you're gonna get half of what you used to get. That's what you're gonna get. You're not gonna find more blocks. I wish. No, it's a reduction of the amount of flux that you'll get. So yes, instead of the 36.93, you're gonna get 18 something. Um, hey, what's going on, Rude Puts? Yes, RPM has hosting for prawn servers, right? RPM. Oh, is that 5 terabytes or 5 petabytes? Yeah. Well, so Orem Jack, you got to think about it though. As there's a limited supply of flux, and as the reduction of flux, right, is the production of flux gets reduced. In theory, it should become more valuable. Um, so okay, so if you have a so essentially, Ron, what you're asking is you would need like a co-location. Am I right? Like you would send us the servers and the rack, right? And then we would just stand it up for you, correct? And we ban jump change. Let's see here. Georgie says, would it depend if the Chia was rack mounted or not? No. So I mean, we can host other things like we're gonna host we're hosting a sense cap for somebody. because they don't have the upload for it. So we're willing to host everything. Well, I'm not gonna say everything, but we're willing to host pretty much as anything we can within reason. So you guys could always hit either me or Hawk or Vistang up if you guys got questions. Um, so yes, Georgie, it doesn't always need to be rack mounted. Rack mounted is preferred as we have lots of network racks and stuff like that. So ping chain hosting, hey, we don't talk about ping chain, okay? I'm solo mining that right now. That way I can have the RPM coins, okay? I'm waiting. I'm waiting patiently. Patiently waiting. What block are we on now, guys? Okay, we're moving. We're moving now. 1312926 minus 1313200. Um, so many blocks. Right, times it by about 2 minutes, divided by 60 minutes. Only about to down and out about 9 hours now ish. Blocks look like they're going pretty quick. That one was about 59 seconds. This one here was about 2 minutes. This one here is only 20 seconds. Like they're going pretty quick. Bacon, eggs, and hash. What's going on, man? Bacon, eggs, and hash. I'm not personally hosting the Flux nodes. Terra is. So there's two ways you guys could do it if you guys need hosting for Flux nodes, right? You guys could either send us down your gear, right? And we could host your, whatever it is you're using for your Flux node, or we could just stand up a VM for you and we could just do it that way. So here, my RPM Money can you bring up the Flux network hash rate to miners craft? Okay, yeah, no problem, Mr. RPM. Flux hash rate. Where's the two miners one? There we go. It's your all time. Oh man, it was up there. It says it's at right now. It's at eight. It's around 8 megasouls. No, it's all right, Panda. You run the show, man. Remember, I'm part of the RPM Media Group. I'm just kidding. Oh man. You know what? If anybody wants to come hang out, man, for last 15 or 20 minutes, man, feel free. I'll just link in the chat here if you guys want to come hang out. Yeah, Panda's the director, man. He's yeah, the RPM Media Empire. Oh man. Hey, what's going on, Overboard Tech? What's going on, man? How you doing? So it looks so when I first started mining Flux was right around where is it? Yeah, right about here. I was mining it with my 1070s when it was at 1.98 megasouls. I mined on those 1070s until right about right probably right around that. Yeah, right around this dip. And then I sold them and then I got some went for some more 3070s and stuff like that. So those cars, man, those things made me so much flux a day. Like it's amazing to where I had like 5 kilosouls on there, and compared to what I was making on just 1070s back then, I was making 10 flux a day on my 6 1070s. Oh, if only I knew what I knew now, I'd have I'd have more flux. I wish I would have mined it here, man. I mean, look at this. Kilosouls. Not even a mega soul on there. Look at that low right there. August 10th of 2020. 68 kilosouls. You'd have been just so much flux. Magic Lucky with great power comes great responsibility. uh, so yeah, guys, at TerraMan, we're having 100 gigabit access. Gonna be insane. Super excited about it. Super excited. Look at the network difficulty all time. Yeah, really high right here. Oh no, it's the merge. Everything goes up. Oh, I got one guy in here. Hey, what's up, Yeti?
How you doing, King?
I'm doing all right. Just doing a little like hangout stream here, getting back to basics.
I've literally just got back from London.
Oh, that's right. I remember. Yeah, you're going to hang out with London. How was that? Was it good?
Had the hangover from hell this morning.
Did he give you some of that special drink that he has or
What, you
whatever?
mean the stuff that puts hair on your eyeballs?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, he did.
Oh man.
He sent me home with a very large version of it.
Oh, see, look, he wanted to make sure you didn't run out.
So this is the stuff he sent me home with, right? Now Taines understands what this thing is. Taines had one drink and was not feeling too good. So yeah.
What's the proof of it?
Uh
Or the alcohol percentage? Or
it's 32% alcohol, 80 proof.
oh man, that's nothing.
For a man who doesn't drink, that's gonna kick me in the ass.
You need to have some good old fashioned moonshine. Put some hair on your chest.
Yeah. By the way, there is something here for you guys. I need to ship over to Terra. By the way, Mental Mining UK delivered me a spare flag for Terra.
Oh, nice, man. Oh, a mental mining
it's
flag.
Actually, look, I've actually got it over there. Look.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to put you on the big screen.
Can you see it just there?
There you go. Yeah, so now they can see it.
You got a spare. You got a spare one heading to Terra.
Oh, nice. Heck yeah.
So yeah, I thought you'd appreciate, because Hawk did mention that he wanted all the flags, as many as he can get. So
what do you think about the Halving and about mining at a loss? What do you think about all that?
So me and you had a 4-hour conversation about this in Florida, right? You know my views, right? My view is that it is only a loss if you decide to sell it at a loss. If you can afford to swallow that cost till when it does peak again, then like you rightfully said, is it actually a loss? I don't think it is. I really don't. I did it last bear market to bull run. I ate a lot of electric. Thankfully, it wasn't quite as high as my electric rate is over here now. Quite honestly, the electric rate over here is only going in one direction, and that's up, which is awful. But I think they said by April it'll be 50 cents a kilowatt.
Oh my God. By the end of the year, it's going to be $1.
Well, actually, I was speaking with Rupert's about this. His is very nearly getting to €1 per unit of electric, which at that point, can you even afford to turn anything on, regardless of whether it's
No,
mining?
no, we're
Like,
everything's candlelight.
yeah, yeah,
Pretty much you'd only turn it on to do your laundry and cook, and then other than that, it would just be off. I
yeah.
can't imagine that, man. It's probably like $1,000 bill just to have regular stuff on.
Just to have the lights turned on would probably
Yeah,
be like €500 for him,
that's
which
insane.
is crazy, absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
So
that's just that's really hard though. I mean, for everybody in Europe though, you know what I mean? To get that kind of a squeeze, like you're essentially losing that money every month. You know what I mean? It's a
sure.
lot to put on people.
We're seeing it already over here. People are having to literally, go without things like, your basic things like heating. We're down at 0 degrees Celsius today. Okay, King, that's 32 freedom units. All right. Me and you had this discussion.
Hey, you need to when you're in the mining king stream, okay, you use Fahrenheit, all right, not Celsius, all right.
So, yeah, about 32 Fahrenheit today here, right? That is cold enough that you should be having some heating on in the house. But if you can't afford it because of the costs, it just doesn't make sense.
Do you
Just doesn't
guys
make sense.
you guys have a lot of fireplaces over there to like burn, like to like wood burn and
What's
stoves
really
and stuff?
funny is we actually do. The only problem is that the UK government a couple of years ago, before all the electric started going up, started banning outright the use of open fireplaces because of the pollution value of it. Because literally all of our houses were on them. So the pollutants in the
Uh,
air and everything like that, they tried to, you know, make sure that we're in what's called a conservation area, so we're not allowed to have open fireplaces unless we use what they call smokeless fuel. I don't buy that stuff. It's too expensive. Like it's 4 times the
yeah,
value of ordinary, firewood. So at that point, I may as well just
yeah.
turn my heating on because it's going to be about the same cost. So
That's crazy. That is insane. That's way too much money.
yeah, I mean, we're getting squeezed in Europe and the UK. I say that as a whole, like everywhere is getting squeezed because of what's going on in Ukraine. Because 90% of of Europe's gas was coming from Russia.
Right. And yeah, they got their Ukraine war still going on there. I can't believe it's gone on as long as this.
Me neither.
I'm not going to get political on it, but I can't believe it's lasted this long.
It says a lot about the Ukraine army, though.
Yeah, it does.
It says a
Yeah,
lot about the Ukrainian army. And I
yeah,
don't like getting political but the fact that Russia is, 8 times larger, if not bigger, than Ukraine being this little big.
right. Yeah, you would have just thought that Russia just would have went in there and just like you know took
Oh,
over,
hang
but
on. There's another good question from Magic Lucky. He says, so how much is a litre of gas now over here? Right, I'm going to have to do a bit of conversion because you only deal with
hey,
gallon,
I don't
right?
even. You don't buy gas by liters. Okay, you buy by
No,
the
okay.
gallon.
So it works out about $12.50 to the gallon over here of fuel.
Oh my god.
And you guys scream when you're above
Okay,
3.
hold on. Let's get the calculator out here. So I have two vehicles besides my motorcycles. We'll do my truck, right?
Oh my God, I don't even
My
want to.
five,
I don't even want to
it's a
look at this, King.
26-gallon tank, and he
I
said it
don't even
was
want
like
to see this. This is going to be
12 and a
horrible.
half dollars. Oh my god, it cost me over $300 to fill
Well,
my
to give
truck.
you an idea, my 1.7 little car that's outside costs me over 200 to fill at the moment.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Th- That's probably what people go through in a week, right? To drive. So if you drove that, times that by 4 weeks, that costs you $1,300 a month
Yeah,
in
that doesn't
gas.
even include your things like insurance. We've got over here a road tax that we have to pay, right? So if you add that on, it's nearly 1,500.
It just
I'm
sounds
trying to
really
add all that.
expensive and a lot of taxes over there.
Oh, we're a country full of taxes. I showed you some of the things that we get taxed on, King, didn't I? And you couldn't even believe it. Like, we get taxed on the amount of sugar in items with high sugar. If it's
Yeah,
above a certain threshold, we get an extra cost on top.
right. But you guys all have different like education and healthcare stuff over there,
Sure.
so it kind
Yeah, I
of
mean, it evens itself out. Well, I
yeah.
wouldn't say that the fuel cost and and electrical cost is evening itself out at the moment. That's just because we're all getting squeezed. But
Nah,
you know,
Magic Lucky. I wouldn't rock a moped, man. I got my motorcycles, so I
I
just
rocked a moped for a while. It's quite
well
easy over
I
here
can't
because
do it.
obviously, how long does it take me to go from here to my nearest town? Takes me like 3 minutes. What's it for you to take to your nearest town, King? What, 10-minute drive?
Yeah, not quite. Yeah, like 8 minutes
Yeah.
probably.
So at our prices, it would cost you more than $5 to go for a pint of milk,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
It's insane.
That's just yeah, too much. So tomorrow, I'll have a video on some triple mining. I'm working on getting it working right now. I try to
Are you
do.
having
I tr-
fun with the new triple mining stuff?
so I did try. I tried to do the team black miner, which I've never used them before, and I was trying to use their triple mine, right? So I was trying to use their dual mine or triple mine. I was trying to get working. Yeah, it's their triple mine right here.
Okay.
The problem is though, is they have no examples or anything to for you to be able to like
So
figure
is
this
that
out.
like the old school way of triple mining where you'd have a dual mine set and then you'd have, say, Zilliqa as the third option?
Yeah, so what I'm doing in Team Red right now over here is I got two coins, and then on the first coin, I'm adding another coin. So, but over here in Team, oh man, oops, wrong one. In Team Black Miner, it it's like a whole nother thing. It's like you have the main coin and then you have two other coins you add in the extra arguments. And for some reason, I can get each of the coins to mine by themselves because I tested it, right? Just to see if they work by themselves. But when I add the extra arguments that they list to make it work, it just doesn't work. And
Oh,
I've tried it like 10 different ways and I just can't get it to work. Um they don't have a Discord. They don't they don't really have any resources to try to get this to work. I believe it's is it Ergo? Hold on.
I've seen a couple that now say that you
Yeah.
can triple
Oh,
mine.
that's what it is. It's BTC, ETC, and ZIL. So it's Vertcoin, Ethereum Classic, and ZIL.
Okay. I know I've seen, what was the other one that I saw recently? Was it Ergo, Casper, and Zilliqa?
Yeah,
Was was
that's
the
the
other
one
one?
that's the one I'm working on right now with Team
Yeah,
Red. But see, they got like documentation and they got stuff to like to tell you how to do it. You know what I mean? Team Black Miner's just like, hey, here's an update. This works. See you later.
sure. The $1 million question is, how bad is it pushing those wattages on the cards by running triple mine?
The thing I'm curious about though, and the reason I want to do it is because Beat Vertcoin and ETC they both use memory versus when you're triple mining, usually you want things to be the opposites, right? So like with Team Red, right, you're doing Ergo, which is more like memory, right? And then you're doing Caspa, which is more core intensive, right? And then the Zilliqa round is like once every 90 um, minutes or whatever the Zil round is, just for a few seconds, right? Like, was it like 90 seconds or 30 seconds or something like that? So the Zilliqa thing is not a big deal, but usually when you're dual mining, you're doing opposites of each other. So
Sure.
I'm,
And
I
then I guess the other $1 million question that everyone's going to probably ask is how stable?
Well, they
because
just had another release 2
and
days
it,
ago because
it's
they
doing this every few hours. It's dropping and then
yeah.
restarting. Then you may as well not bother, right? Because the amount of time it's going to take to power cycle, restart everything again, you've lost a big chunk of change.
Yeah, what you would need to do though is have the DAG cache for ZIL. That way
Sure,
you'd need to use 8 gigabit cards. That way you don't have to rebuild the DAGs for everything, right? So
sure.
that would help you out immensely in your mining if you had 8 gig cards to DAG cache, which I do. I'm using 6600s.
Well, they're pretty decent with anything on Zilliqa. So, but I thought I'd just pop in and see how you're doing. I know I haven't been around much. I've been on serious rush of hard work lately, or at least the
Yeah.
last few days, as you know, King. It's been a manic week, shall we say?
Yeah, it's been crazy. Magic Lucky says, So put out a video where he said triple mining coins, forget about ever having stable rigs. Um, I've dual mined you know, like Ethereum and Ton and Ethereum and Aletheium, right? When that was, when that first came out. And I never had a problem with dual mining, but I have not done a lot of triple mining.
Me
So
neither. Me
so
neither. I did a
I
bit of
can't
dual mining.
I can't really answer that question. So maybe when I do the video of the how to when it's up and it's stable,
Hmm.
then
Be interesting to know.
I'll do like maybe like after like 30 days, maybe do like a review of like how many times did I have to restart this rig?
Actually, that'd be a good counter, wouldn't it? How many times did
I
you?
mean I mean
Did
at first you're gonna have to tune, right? Because Casper and Ergo are very different. So
oh,
you're
wildly different.
you're gonna have to you're not gonna be able to tune down some of the stuff you would traditionally for memory stuff, right? Because you have Caspa, which needs the core. So you're
Well, you can
not you're
effectively turn the memory off on Casper, right?
yeah, pretty you run an additional command to get more hash rate out of the Caspa, and I don't remember what the command does, but you 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 can't turn down memory stuff, right? Because you're running Ergo. You can't turn down core stuff because you're running Caspa. So
So
you're
you
not
basically
gonna
run it at like 99%.
you're not which is why you're triple mining, right? Because so you're not gonna get that really low what I want to say, efficiency maybe. There's probably gonna
Absolutely.
be a fine line you're gonna walk between, how efficient it is versus if you mined each individual coin and you could tune it down, right? So
Well, like I said, I just thought I'd pop by and see how you're doing and, tell everyone I am still technically alive. I might not feel it. Like you can see the look, I'm looking more like King every day, right? The only difference is I'm losing my hair faster than King. So,
the Pran, you're such a
another
troll. Asking me
yeah.
if I got the black miner working. I told you last night I didn't, okay? I told you last night I didn't get it working. All right. I still can't get it to work. So yeah, I don't know. The only thing for the black miner here, if you go here, is it in options? But here's yeah, this gives you all the arguments, right?
So I guess you got to do it per card, per algorithm, or can you do
So
one
look,
algorithm
so this
with
is how
a
you do the
different
dual
card?
mine. This is how you dual mine, right? ETC plus VTC, right?
Mhm.
With this argument right here.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's just an algo statement. Yep.
Yep. And then down, where's the ZIL stuff? See, and then here's all they have is a ZIL power limit here. So what I did was because they didn't have the actual ZIL argument, right? So there's an there was somebody that had an issue, and I tried. Was it this guy here? Oh, they
'Cause I
removed
know
their
without
comp.
the Zildag cache, right, it effectively has to shut down the mining, doesn't it? And then join the Zilliqa side, and then it disconnects again and reconnects over to your
Oh, they
back to what you
removed
was
it.
mining.
They removed it. He had an example. Was it this it? So this is just had a dual mine ETC and VTC. Obviously, he blurred out some of his stuff, but
Pran's just said that he's mining Ergo, Casper, and Zil with Gminer. Works pretty well. The question is, how many times are you having to have that restart itself, like per day?
so I did find a
That's
bunch
an
of
interesting one.
information on Gminer, um, which I think Gminer is good for. You can use NVIDIA cards. So if I'm using Team Red, I like to stick with Team Red miner. I just that's probably to me the most stable AMD miner that there is.
Hold on a minute. I see something about a Vega 64 on that list.
On
At
this
the very
list,
bottom. Oh, on the previous list that you were just looking at, look at the very bottom. Vega 64, low hash rate. Well, I won't be putting mine on there then.
not sure about that. Yeah, they just don't have a lot of stuff. So then you read the README here. It's what about frequently asked questions for how to mine Vertcoin? So yeah, it's just so what I did was is to try to get around the ZIL workaround. I did eZIL, right? So that way I don't have to add additional pool information, right, for the Zilliqa. You know what I mean? So I was doing eZIL for the ETC and ZIL, and then I was doing the Vertcoin, I think, to like hash a lot was the pool I was trying to use. I mean, I tried several other pools. The problem is this miner will work for separately, but when you combine them, I get like a pool error, and I don't know why. It just disconnects me from one of them. But it
Almost like it's trying to connect to all the pools at the same time, effectively.
yeah, but it doesn't say which pool's giving me the error, so I don't know which one's the problem. It just gives me a pool error, and then it just disconnects every time. So I ended up just kind of yeah, I spent like, a couple hours trying to go through this. So yeah, I'm not sure. Magic Lucky says Team Red Miners never steered me wrong either, and I say that as even a dirty Windows miner. Oh man, you're one of those
Oh,
people.
really?
How do
Really?
you use Windows? Why? That's 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 like a certain somebody I know that bought a Z690 and a 125 and a 12500K and made it a mining rig. Like, why would you do that?
Is that somebody I know as well?
Yeah, yeah. I just don't understand Windows mining. Like, why won't you convert to Hive OS? Here, see what else. See what we got here. Get some more comments. Magic Lucky says RPM has tried triple coin mine a little bit, but I like this idea. Mike, need more videos where you document stability and stuff like that. Yeah, and I mean, there's gonna be obviously I'm gonna have to tune it at first, right? So that's gonna be just a given that the rig will naturally. It could be unstable. I kind of set everything not low, and I kind of set it at like decent settings. So when I get it more where I think it's fine tuned, later today, I'll do my video. Then maybe in a week, like next week, I'll do a video and say, okay, guys, I've had to restart this thing
Be
like
interesting
37
to
times.
see your results, King. It really
Yeah.
will be.
Maybe I'll be like, yeah, guys, I had to restart this thing 37 times.
Yeah. Are you
Or
going to do that with just AMD or NVIDIA or?
for this video right now, it's only gonna be the Team Red Miner.
Okay. Well, that's more down my road anyway, so I'll be able to see if it'll work for mine as well. You being shouted by the boss?
Yeah.
Like I say, King, I'm gonna head off anyway. I just wanted to,
Pop
pop
in.
in,
Oh
see,
yeah.
see how you were doing, and
Yeah.
catch up with a friend.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man. Hopefully the hangover's not too rough.
No, I feel much better than I did this morning. That's for sure. So I'll report back when I start, on this.
There you go, man. There you go. Have a good
So
one, Yeti. Thanks for
yep.
hanging out, buddy.
See you guys later, right? Take it
Later.
easy.
Let's see here. Well, I've been going for about an hour and a half, almost. Oh, what's going on, Hawk? What's going on, buddy? Yeah. Well, I've been going for about an hour 26 minutes. So last 5 minutes, guys. If you guys got some questions, we got the Halving coming up. So hopefully it'll happen on Terra Hash Tuesday. So 9 hours from now. 11. So yeah, it'll be right around like 8 o'clock my time, which would be like 10 o'clock his time. So yeah, we could probably stream while the Halving's going on if Hawk is willing to go a little bit later. Will's Hammer channel, I actually had quite a few of my rigs throughout my house before I ran all my Cat 6. They were on the Wi-Fi extenders with the little Ethernet port that would come down, right? Never had a problem. And I mined on those things for years. Mining King raid chump change. Yes, you can, Zapirate. Man, this thing is fucking heavy. This thing is so heavy. I'm not even gonna pull it off my bench. I have a server I just got from the Geek of All Trades, and I'll do a video opening it up for the first time, showing you guys everything. Maybe some stuff to look out for with servers being shipped. Um, no, I got more content coming out. My video tomorrow will be about triple mining. So I'm gonna start getting back into some content. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be doing 3 videos a week because doing stuff with Tara, doing 3 videos, 3 streams, and doing my other part of my life is a lot. So it might get reduced to 1 or 2 videos a week. So um how do I raid people? I don't know how to do that. How do you do that? And if you know how to do that, man, let me know. Do not know how to do that. Probably gonna have to go in my studio account, I imagine, right? Here, I'll stop sharing my screen for a second here. So, all right. How would you raid somebody? Um, you have to go to edit in the live studio. Oh, maybe. Oh, here we go. Like I actually have to edit this live I'm in right now. Is that what you're saying, Panda? You have to edit in live studio, then customization, and then redirect. Oh, okay. So click edit in like my title and description. Then is what you're gonna say. No, I Oh no. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. I'm in the editing customization. Um oh, edit. Oh, customization. Yep, I'm there. I'm there. Redirect. Ah, okay. Um the Flux happening today. Boom. And then you have to save it. So okay, so then how do I now how do I do that? I added his stream. Will it just automatically redirect people when it's over? Yeah, Crypto Craig, they need to have just a simple button like I added it, Panda, but yeah. Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on, Tanes? Man, you just woke up and you're on the East Coast, man. That's like 2 o'clock. Or no, it's like 1 o'clock. Did you see the new release of the SRB miner giving support for all the art cards? Is that in Windows or is that in Hive? See, Hive hasn't added the support for it, so it would be only for Windows, I believe. I haven't seen any support for Hive OS yet for the Intel Arc. So, well, all right, guys. Hour and a half mark. I've been going for a while. Stay tuned. Terra Hash Tuesday tonight should be at 8:30 Eastern ish, right? So stay tuned for Terra Hash Tuesday. I plan on um I want to stream until the actual Flux happening is probably my thing I want to do. Backwards miner MMPOS supports it. Can't do it, dude. Only only Hive OS, man. I don't like any of the other ones. I don't like any of the other ones. All right. You guys stay tuned for tonight, but hey, go visit Chump. He's streaming right now about the Flux happening, I think. So, another Flux happening video. Let's do it. All right. Hopefully this works. All right. Catch you guys later. Peace.